Today we have one of the first 24.5 576 zone gaming monitor with the INNOCN 25M2S with its IPS panel at 240Hz and with that QD mini LED vibrancy, 1000 nits peak at 24.5 inches. If you're an esports gamer or just need a smaller size monitor that packs a punch and has all the features like the latest and greatest monitors out there, this is it. I'll go quickly over the monitor menu and of course showing a variety of scenes to showcase this 1000 nits in peak power with Battlefield 6 and Ninja Gaiden 4. Now as stated, this is an IPS panel, so while you're not going to get the inkiest blacks like a VA or OLED, it still looks very good. You're not losing out on display picture quality. The quality is here, and trust me, you can have these monitors at an unbelievable price. Look down in the description. I'm sure you'll be surprised. Here we have a standard cardboard that protected the monitor at all sides. Here we have all the accessories. One thing I noted, that attention to detail I would say, is it looks like it has a kind of a carbon fiber design. I mean, I like the clean lines. It does scream esports-ish for a sim racer. So this attention to detail at this price is pretty cool. It does have RGB LED backlighting, meaning it illuminates the back of the monitor when you're gaming. It is pretty bright, which you'll see coming up in just a bit. Here we have two HDMI 2.1 ports and one DisplayPort 1.4 with an audio jack and the AC adapter connection. As mostly standard with all monitors, this is coming in with a matte coating. And here's a picture of the back. No nonsense. All stealthy black with that LED. As you can take a look here, it's pretty bright. And for the price point, you're getting a lot of bells and whistles. I mean, many people like that. And as I stated, this is an IPS panel. I do have this with a menu of local dimming on low. As you can see by these pictures, it does look really good. I do have the local dimming setting on medium, but they have a lot of features from off, low, medium, high, super high. You get what I'm saying? The higher you go, the overall brightness diminishes, but the peaks are really bright. I would say a medium is perfect, as if you select low, you do lose a little bit of that local dimming power. But I am not complaining at the price point. I just tested out two other monitors which you'll see that are 27-inch, over 1000 zones, and this can compete easily. And I would say it's because it's 24.5 inches. Look at the stars here with the galaxy. That looks really crisp, really clear. Remember, this is with local dimming on medium, but I can see everything. Honestly guys, I think this picture really sums up this monitor. The detail, the quality, Quad HD at 24.5 inches with QD mini LED technology. This picture right here with the stars really shows off the power, the crispiness. I'm happy to see now 24.5 inches gets that technology treatment. You guys know what I'm talking about. Here covering the menu. This menu packs a punch. It has a lot of features. And yes, we will get to them in due time. I want to play some games with all these gamer assist or gamer AI features. This does have more than your usual monitor, that is for sure. But there's a lot of picture modes, picture settings, where you can control HDR, local dimming, and picture enhancements. And the game aid. Here you can control your RGB LED lighting from the back. This monitor does include two 3-watt speakers, and they're pretty good. It's not the worst that I've heard, and I've heard a lot of monitors with really bad speakers. Sure, you do need a soundbar, but these get the job done. I wouldn't call this a tinny sounding monitor. It's pretty nice. Here's your picture-in-picture settings, your I/O settings, and your system settings. The gamer assist and those gamer features, the AI part of it, is pretty cool. It's extensive. There's a ton of options, and we will get to that very soon. Now this is an IPS monitor, and I do not see any trails, any smear like a VA panel would. Now for the price point, I don't see how anybody can complain with the quality. Everything I've played or seen on it looks sharp, responsive. I mean, I'm happy with it. Now let's take a look at this HDR performance. With 99% of the DCI-P3 color coverage, the color is popping, the brightness is there. Again, your picture settings may vary depending on the local dimming setting you select. That's very important with a wider range of monitors. I think medium is the perfect setting for me. If you want the zones to be more aggressive, you do gotta go higher. To each their own. I'm just showcasing here, this is on medium. As you can see the full screen brightness. I don't see any kind of weird vignetting on the corners. And also from my personal experience, I haven't had any black screens, disconnections, either with HDMI or DisplayPort. Nothing wrong with the power adapter. I mean, you might be wondering these things because the price point, but it's packing a lot for what you're paying for. I'm just happy this is not a 90% DCI-P3, it's 99. You can easily see what the color, the brightness, the gradation, out of the factory, out of the box, it's tuned nicely. Sure, you can adjust your settings, but the quality control here, from what I'm seeing, it's here. And that's what I like seeing with INNOCN. They're giving you a lot for what you pay for. Here with actual gaming, Battlefield 6, everything was responsive. This is at 240 Hz, but you can select 180 Hz and prior Hertz levels if you need to. Remember, this also does support console mode. So your PlayStation 5 Pro, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X playing above 60 Hz will be possible. And especially with the peak brightness of HDR, I would say this is a really good introduction. And again, I will say for the price point, I mean, this is not $1,000. You know what to expect if you're an enthusiast. You just gotta tailor the settings to your need. Here with Ninja Gaiden 4, I'm not seeing any warm red tint like in other monitors. Xiaomi, I'm looking at you. Everything looks nice. It does look white. There is no red or warm tinting. You can select the color modes. You can select warm if you choose to, but there is no red tinting. And you can see here with the red colors, it's popping. It looks amazing. It's really standing out. And as you can see with the wide viewing angles, this is IPS. Now this is a drastic, really at an angle look. It does wash out a bit. So I would say this is too much. It's too drastic. But at a normal viewing angle, I would say 2 to 3 people wide, there is no issue. You can see the picture open up a bit. So there you have it, friends. The INNOCN 25M2S is really a next generation 24.5 gaming monitor with 576 local zones, IPS technology at 240 Hz with that 1000 nits peak brightness. Of course, including 99% of DCI-P3 color coverage with that QD mini LED technology. At the price point, look in the description. You will be surprised. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos on this specific monitor. I'll show you best settings in SDR and HDR. I'll be playing a lot of Battlefield 6, that's for sure. And like I said, with that amazing price point, this monitor at this size cannot be beat. You're not losing out on anything like other brands. You get the lighting in the back, you get the brightness, you get all the menu options. Sure, the stand is somewhat generic, but who cares? We don't play with the stand, we play with the display. We're feeding our eyes. And in HDR mode, again, knowing the limits of IPS technology, we're getting a great display. So friends, if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button so more people can see it to help them make that awesome buying decision. Consider subscribing if you want to see more videos just like this one. Reviews, previews, gameplay videos, and everything in between. With the latest and greatest next generation gaming monitors only found here on Display Reality. Thanks for watching, friends. Stay safe out there. I'll see you guys next time.